Hello everyone. Today in entrepreneurship, I'm going to start the next unit, that is unit 5. In this unit, we have to do business arithmetic, and the first part of this business arithmetic is pricing and costing, or costing and pricing. So here, before starting actually the concept, we have to know what is the meaning of unit of sale, what is the meaning of unit cost, unit price and gross profit. Okay, so the first is unit of sale. This is the measure of unit in which the products are sold. Okay, so this means that it is the unit in which we are going to calculate everything actually. Now suppose if a person is purchasing rice from a grocery shop, what is the unit of sale there? In case of rice, the unit of sale is kilogram. Now if a milkman is selling milk, the unit of sale there is liter. Likewise, if we are purchasing from textile shop, we are purchasing any fabric, any shirt, then the unit of purchase is piece, per piece. Okay. Now, or if it is a fabric, then meter, or else one shirt, then one piece. Now, for a teacher who is taking tuitions, what is the unit of sale there? It is per hour, because they are giving like 4 hours in a week or 16 hours in a month. So likewise they are charging. So the unit of sale is hour. Okay. Now calculating or knowing what is the unit of sale for a single product is easy. Now take example of pantaloons or take example of Big Bazaar. Then what happens when a customer enters Big Bazaar, he purchases textiles also, some clothes also he purchases, then he may be purchasing accessories, then grocery items or shoes. Then what will be the unit of sale there? In this case, where multiple products are there, the unit of sale is customer. Okay, so this is what unit of sale is. Now next is unit cost. It is the cost incurred to produce, store and sell 1 unit of a particular product or service. That means it is the cost incurred, the amount incurred in either you are producing or you are after production you are storing, or if you are not producing, you are purchasing the product from someone else, you are storing it and then you are selling. So that is 1 unit of a particular product. Now unit cost is equal to variable cost. This is also called variable cost. What is variable cost? We have discussed this in class 11, I think. There, variable cost means the cost which varies with the level of output. Okay, and fixed cost is the cost which remains constant. Okay, that is already there, which remains constant. Now this varies. Okay, now suppose a person is producing 1 unit of a product, particular commodity, the raw material required will be for 1 unit. Now if the production is for 100 unit, the raw material required will be for 100 units. So that is variable cost. It depends upon the number of unit produced. So unit cost is generally the variable cost. Then comes unit price. Now this is the price at which 1 unit of a product is sold. Now whatever MRP you are seeing, that is the unit price. Okay, suppose the price of this particular pen is 20 rupees. That means this marker is available for 20 rupees. That is the unit price. Per unit you are paying 20 rupees. Now what is gross profit? Gross profit is excess of unit price over unit cost. Means what? Whatever unit price is there, which is over and above the unit cost. Now I said this marker is available for 20 rupees and the cost of manufacturing or the variable cost of this particular marker is suppose 12 rupees, then your gross profit will be 8 rupees. Okay, so this is gross profit. Now before understanding the concept of break-even point, we need to understand these 4. Okay, so these are the important formulas. Like first is unit price per customer. How we are calculating this? By total billed amount divided by number of customers. Means in a Big Bazaar, suppose the total billed amount is 1,50,000 suppose, and the number of customers visiting Big Bazaar is suppose 150 customers in a particular day. Then your unit price per customer will be 1000 rupees. Okay, like this we calculate. Now next is unit cost per product. This is total cost of goods sold by unit of sales. And last one is gross profit per unit is equal to unit price minus unit cost. So very simple, but these are important formula of this part. So the next concept in this is break-even analysis. So break-even means the level of activity where total cost equals total selling price. Okay. Now this means it is the point, we have already actually done this in class 11. This break-even means a point of no profit, no loss. Okay. It is a point of no profit, no loss. That means it is that level of activity, means that much a company is producing or selling where the total cost incurred is equal to total selling price. This means total revenue is equal to total expenses. When whatever expenses a company is making, it is equal to the revenue the company is generating, is your break-even analysis. Now total revenue, this is very simple. Total revenue is equal to total quantity sold into unit price. Whatever number of quantity it is selling into the price per unit. And here expense means what? Total units sold into unit cost. How many units the company has sold and what is the unit cost plus fixed expenses. Now when we will see this, the last one is quantity sold into gross profit. Gross profit is unit price minus unit cost. Whenever we deduct this price with cost, now suppose just now I'll give you an example, 20 rupees is the price of this marker and 8 rupees is the cost. When we deduct this, 8 rupees is what? It is the gross profit per unit. By selling 1 unit of this marker, 8 rupees is the profit earned. So quantity sold into gross profit is equal to fixed expenses. Means what? At this particular point, the company is only able to cover its fixed expenses. Okay. It is the point where company is the company is able to recover its fixed expenses. Okay. Now related terms are contribution. Contribution is gross margin. We can also call contribution as gross margin. This is excess of selling price over variable cost. Variable cost is, it depends on the output, the production. Now selling price minus variable cost is contribution. Now other way we can say fixed cost plus profit is contribution, because how we calculate profit? Profit can be calculated by contribution minus fixed cost. Why? I'll tell you, because selling price, whatever price at which we are selling the product, if we deduct the variable cost from it, what is left there in selling price? A company always sells a particular product at profit. Nobody will sell at loss. Now the selling price of a particular commodity includes what? Variable cost, fixed cost and profit. Okay, isn't it? We have to, selling price includes what? Variable cost, fixed cost and profit margin. This is also there, profit margin is also there. Now I am saying selling price minus variable cost is equal to what? Selling price minus variable cost is equal to contribution. That means contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit margin. Same thing is written here, fixed cost. You can either say fixed cost plus profit margin or sales minus variable cost. So, and now profit, when we say this, then profit is here, what is left? Fixed cost plus profit. Now if you want to calculate the profit, and this I have said, this is what? This is contribution. Selling price minus variable cost is contribution. Now you can say contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit. Now how I will calculate profit? We can deduct contribution minus fixed cost is equal to profit. So this is only written here, profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost. So this is one of the related term. This is very important, contribution. Then comes profit volume ratio. Now this shows the relationship between contribution and sales value. And the formula for this is contribution divided by sales. Now contribution, just now we have seen sales minus variable cost. So sales minus variable cost divided by sales is the PV ratio. Now we'll see how break-even is calculated. Okay. Now break-even, when we are talking about break-even, what is that? That is a point of no profit, no loss. Break-even is no profit, no loss. This always we have to remember. Now, when we see break even in this chapter, we have to calculate break even for a single product and break even for multiple products also. Okay. Now, for calculating break even for a single product, the formula is fixed expenses by contribution per unit. Okay. Now, contribution per unit, we have seen what is contribution. Contribution is sales price minus variable cost. Now, suppose we are talking about a particular product. Now, for single product, we have seen that break even means fixed cost by contribution per unit. So, this is the formula. Now, I'll take an example. Suppose a particular for a particular product in a company, the fixed expenses is suppose 7 lakhs. Okay, and unit price is suppose 700 and unit cost is 500. Now, how we will calculate the break even point? This we have to first calculate contribution per unit. So, contribution per unit is sales price minus variable cost or the cost. So, or we can write unit price minus unit cost. So, this will come to 700 minus 500 is equal to 200 is contribution per unit. And when we will put this here, that means this will come to fixed expenses is 7 lakhs and contribution per unit is 200. So, this will come to 3500 units. That means when the company will sell 3500 units of this particular product, then only they will be at break even. That means then only the company will be able to cover its fixed expenses. So, this is what BEP is for single product. Now, next one is BEP for multiple products. Here, as we have talked that suppose there are multiple products sold by a particular shop or a particular unit, then how we are going to calculate BEP there? It is fixed expenses, same here like fixed expenses, here also fixed expenses divided by weighted average contribution per unit. Now, how this is to be calculated? And the other two things which we have to see for multiple product is two methods, sales mix BEP and then multiple product BEP analysis. This I'll be explaining in my next video. So, till now we have discussed break even point for single product. Okay, do watch the next video for BEP for multiple products. Thank you.